Hello and welcome back to Workout Wednesday. This is our fifth installment and today we'll be covering 5 of my favorite Pilates exercises. Pilates is a great way to train your body with using only your body weight. And Pilates exercises focus on all areas of the body, including the upper body, the lower body, and the core. Most people focus on Pilates exercises for the core, but they also kind of forget that the core involves everything on both the front and back and sides of the body that's not an arm or a leg. So today we're going to do 5 of my favorite exercises that hit a little bit of each area. Some things you need to remember when we're practicing Pilates. When we're practicing Pilates, we want to have what's called pelvic floor engagement throughout most of our practice. So ideally, we want to imagine that there's a nice zipper that runs from our tailbone up to our belly button and that we zip up those muscles each time before we prepare to do the exercise. This also means pulling in our transverse abdominis muscle, which means pulling the belly button to the spine without sucking in and holding your breath. When we do this, you should still be able to talk and breathe normally without feeling like you're gasping for air, but you're still feeling that engagement in the belly. Second thing is the Pilates breath. We want to do our movements with our breath. The breath pattern is slightly different than the breath pattern that we use in yoga. In yoga, our breaths are all slow, very slow, and we breathe in and out through our nose. Pilates, we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. We want to make our mouth into a little circle as if we're blowing on a pinwheel. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lots of Pilates exercises are done with what's called a staccato breath, which means shorter inhales and shorter exhales. So for instance, our first exercise that we'll be doing today, called the 100, has 5 staccato inhales, followed by 5 staccato exhales. This may remind you a little bit of Lamaze breathing, but we're not going to be doing that throughout all of our exercises today. We want to remember to maintain body alignment throughout our Pilates exercises. So looking for the best way to engage the core muscle groups while maintaining ear, shoulder, hip, and heel alignment depending upon the positioning. And in traditional mat Pilates, which is where we do it on the ground with no added equipment, you want to progress from one exercise and perfect that one for the required number of repetitions prior to moving on to the next exercise. However, today I'm just going to present 5 of my favorites in order as you would progress them, and there would be many, many more exercises that would be in between each of these. This is not a comprehensive Pilates workout by any means, but each of the 5 exercises I've chosen targets at least one of the 3 main areas, the upper body, the lower body, or the core, in order to give a somewhat balanced workout by the end. This shouldn't take very long at all, as each of these has a maximum of 10 repetitions, and we don't do multiple sets. So we're going to begin today with our first exercise, which I called the 100. It's one of what we call our prep exercises, and prior to this one, we should have done ab prep and breaststroke prep, but we're going to start with our 100 today in a supine position. Again, I talked to you about the staccato breathing that we'll be using in the 100. I said there are 5 staccato inhales and 5 staccato exhales. 5 plus 5 is 10, so we're going to repeat this one 10 times because 10 times 10 equals 100. There are many choices for your leg position for this exercise. Some people will prefer to do it with the feet down on the mat, the legs at tabletop, or in the more traditional sense, with the legs extended at a diagonal. Notice that when I was doing that, I pulled my head up off of the mat because in the 100, we generally want the head, the neck, and the shoulders off of the mat, engaging the core muscle groups of the rectus abdominis in spinal flexion. We still want to relax the head and keep it in line so that we're not straining the neck as we do this. The arms are going to be reaching out towards the toes with the shoulders in the set position, and we'll be doing pulses with the arms with each of the inhales and each of the exhales. I'm going to do this position with my legs extended, my head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat, 5 inhales, 5 exhales, 10 repetitions. When we're finished with 10, relax ourselves back down to the mat. Our second exercise we're going to be doing today is the roll-up. We are going to do a modification of the roll-up today when we practice our actual rolls, but I'm going to first demonstrate to you what the full roll-up looks like. Normally in the roll-up, we inhale our arms up, exhale, peeling ourselves off of the mat until our hips come into alignment, then spinal flex forward towards the toes through the rest of our exhale. We inhale and hold here before exhaling and rolling ourselves back down onto the mat. And then we would repeat for 5 cycles. Today we're going to try a variation of the roll-up, which uses a 4-part breath and 4-part arm movement. You can choose to do this one with your legs extended, knowing that it requires more core engagement, pulling that belly button down a little tighter and including the pelvic floor muscles. Or you can try it with your feet flat onto the mat, your choice, which allows you to get into a little bit more of a neutral pelvis. Wherever you choose to do it, we're going to inhale, bringing our arms up overhead, exhale, swinging our arms around as we roll up and through. So similar so far. When we get to the end, we're going to inhale, bring our arms back up, and exhale, roll it back down to the starting position. So we're going to go 5. Here we go. And I forgot to breathe out through my mouth on each of those, which is a common mistake that people who do both yoga and Pilates tend to do. We tend to forget to switch our breathing pattern to the type of exercise that we're doing. I'm going to try and remember to breathe out through my mouth on the remaining 3 exercises today. My third exercise for you today is called scissors. This one is another great one for our core, but also is going to work our legs a little bit more. We're going to extend one leg straight up with the toe pointed and the other leg hovering out. This requires you to engage that core in order to hold the legs to hover. Again, we're going to bring the head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat, and in doing so, I can reach up on my leg depending upon my leg flexibility, up somewhere near the calf or the ankle. I don't want to be pulling hard on my leg here. On the scissors, I'm going to inhale as my legs switch positions, and then exhale, pulsing them away from each other for 2 staccato exhales. So exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale, exhale. And that time you saw me use my arms to remind my legs to pulse, but I'm not actually pulling on the leg. So I'm going to get into my set position and inhale. And that would be 5 on each side or 10 total in the scissors. If you notice that your neck starts to strain as you do these exercises, really focus in not on lifting the head higher, but on lifting through the core a little bit more to bring the head down a little bit, what we call flattening the face, in order to take a little bit of stress off of the neck. Our 4th exercise is the last one that we're going to do in a supine position, and this is called the shoulder bridge. We've talked a lot about bridging before, especially in regards to exercise and yoga. And in a yoga bridge, we inhale as we roll the body up 1 vertebra at a time, opening the front of the body. And exhale, rolling back down one vertebra at a time, all the way out through the tailbone. In Pilates, again, I want to remember to exhale through my mouth in that O-shaped position. I'm going to inhale to prepare my body to lift. I'm going to exhale, lifting up, squeezing the glutes. I'm going to inhale, holding the up position. Exhale down. Going for 10 rounds here. And landing back down at the end of my last exhale. Our final exercise, we're going to come and flip the body over to do into a tabletop, or what we call prone forest position. We want to line the body up so that it's nice and neutral in the spine. The fingers are nice and spread out. And this exercise is called the leg pull front prep. We're going to curl our toes under for this exercise, and we're going to use the same breathing pattern that we just used for our bridges. We're really going to engage the upper body and the core in this workout. Keeping the head in a neutral spine position, I inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the body up, trying to maintain that tabletop position. Inhale, hold, and exhale back down. So inhale. For one round, and I'm going to do this 10 times. And lower back down on that last exhale. This workout shouldn't take you very long, and it's going to hit most of your major muscle groups in the upper, lower, and core parts of your body in order to provide a fairly balanced Pilates workout to begin with. I hope you enjoyed your practice, and I look forward to seeing you back here for our next workout Wednesday.